Hi guys, today I'm starting very new topic, Power BI advanced DAX function. And trust me, without a proper data model, DAX will never work and not give the result as you want. So in this video, I will show a data model is functioning of the advanced DAX and also share the helping material in the descriptions. So let's me open the Power BI and try to understand what data we have for using this. So the data table we have the sales by store and product inventory, calendar, customer, product, store and employee. And after end of this, we have to create a data model like this which we have this one. And first, before making any data model, try to understand what data we have and what is the fact table, dimension table or the calendar table we have. So try to understand that first. That is the first sales by store table, that is basically fact table, and this we have the store, employee, quantity and sold data. We have food inventory in that is basically fact table and is quantity used, wastage and stock level data. And calendar data, basically it is a date related data, month, week, quarter, year, extra. And other is simply is a dimension or lookup table or dim table, that is customer, product, store and employee. So this data is definitions, data type and this table type and the table name. And with the helping of this all table, we need to create a data model like this. So let me open the Power BI quickly and add this data one by one. So simply go there, CSV file, calendar lookup. Okay, it is connecting. The data will come in this. Go there or do one thing. Okay, load this data. Or you can do one thing. You can go in the transformation and it is loading. So avoid this loading. We'll do one thing. Just click on the transformation data and go there in the Power Query and fetch all the data here. Select here, text and file, select the data one by one and add this in the data model. So it is coming, click OK, it will load. Select another one, CSV file. This time we'll take the employee lookup. It is coming in the data, then OK. Second one, let's take another table. That is the food inventory. It is coming in the data and it is added here. And before adding, you need to check everything, every column is correct, every data is correct. If there is some problem, you need to correct that. So let's suppose I'm added the food data, food inventory data and check if everything is correct, but I feel there is no header in this end. So if you load this data, it will give error. So you will do one thing, you need to give anything, because if you check is there is some data in this. So you can give any name there, right? I'm just giving the null data here, right? So that you can just check data type, everything would be correct. So I'm just adding some more data in this, and after adding all the data, we'll create a data model. Although the data model will be created automatically, but just try to do it manually, because you don't know what table they are fetching here and there. So let's do one thing. It is coming, right? Okay, so take some more data. The last file, store lookup. When you will edit all the data, so simply you need to do close and apply, close and apply. So all B data would be fetched here in this. So it is loading the data, right? It will get few seconds for loading this data. Depend on what data size you have. Is your data is larger, so it will take some more time. Otherwise, the data is low, and it will come in a few seconds. So all data would come. If you go there in the data model, there is no data connected. Why it's not connected? Because I have already uh, opened the setting and uh, uncheck the automatic data model connections. So in the data load, this is not take. If it is a take or selected the new relation after the data loaded, so it will come automatically. Means created the automatically data model. And second thing, I have just selected the this English United States regional setting, right? So that the data would come here. We need to create a data model one by one like this. So first is basically the customer lookup table, a store table, and the calendar table, right? So we'll do one thing. Let's take the calendar table in the first, as we have in our. Let's take this calendar table first, right? And if you don't know how to create this, I've already uh, doing that the screenshot what we did. First calendar table, second one is the product lookup. So let's take the customer lookup there. So I'll put this table here. Let's take the customer lookup here, right? And then employee lookup. Employee lookup, food inventory, put the inside because the fact table, this one. And then the product lookup. Product lookup, let's little bit zoom out so that you can see the data which you have. And the last is store lookup. Go there, put this data here as store lookup like this, right? So this data model we have, right? And put the this one also so that it will be visible like this. Store table community, I want this here, and little bit zoom so that we can see all the data here like this, or let's all the table properly. Okay, so this we have. First, let's set transaction date here and transaction date here. So put the transaction date and paste it here on the this transaction date. So all are the same. One to many. Make this transaction active. Okay. This one created. 7 is also have a transaction date here. So put the transaction date. Put it here. So these two both table is the fact table and this one is the dimension table or dim table, right? So this one the credit. Second one is the customer lookup. So click the customer lookup, search where is the customer. Customer is like fashion date, product lookup, customer. Yeah, the customer ID is there. So put the customer ID there. Okay, like this. There is no customer ID. Let it be for this time. Staff ID there. Staff ID is there. Yeah, this one. So put the staff ID. Put it here on the staff ID. And check the staff ID there. Staff ID there. Okay. Right. And anything? No. Let's take more in this. Like is a product lookup. So that would be product ID. Here's the product ID. So put the product ID on the product ID. Okay. One more product ID is here. Product ID is here. So put the product ID on the product ID and put the relationship. And what is the store lookup? Store lookup ID. There is something store lookup. Yeah, store staff ID is there. Store ID. Store ID is there. So search the store ID. Select the store ID. Put the store ID on the store ID. Would be like this. Like as store ID is there. Put the store ID is there. So in that way, you have created a data model, right? If you want to understand much more about the data model, I have already created a deeply series in the previous video. So you can go there and search the data model series and let you know to understand much more about the data model. Basically, this is a data model I need to use for the DAX function, which we will create for advanced level. So I hope you understood this. Let me give some more data and more advanced feature in that coming video. So stay tuned. See you in the next video.